Unleashing the Dragon, the special that you did with Marcus Ericsson. Do you remember what he told you in that theater? He said, when I was sitting here in this situation and stressing to the max, I said to myself, with the help of my sports psychologist, I can do this. I can handle this. I can control this. And I'm going to win this. And he did. Does that replay? Does it play out again, Marty Snyder? Are we seeing it? Are we seeing a special piece of history unfold here for Marcus Ericsson to defend? Or will it be Team Penske's 19th win at the Indianapolis 500?
Could be, Diff, and he asked a moment ago, how are we going to get this done? Brad Goldberg said the challenges are all different today, but I want you to keep one thing in mind. If anyone goes by you into turn 1, you can get past them in turn 3 and 4, Diff.
And watch them work the tires. The green is going to fly. It's going to be the last lap, and it's going to be the craziest run to the yard of bricks and to determine who wins.
I don't think the flagman has ever thrown a green and white simultaneously.
No. That's Iris, Marcus Ericsson's wife. Under the most intense pressure. Look at Joseph Newgarden, second car in shot. They are coming to the green, and it's going to be a 2.5-mile sprint. Does Santino Ferrucci have something for AJ Foyt? McLaren's Alexander Rossi, Chip Ganassi Racing's Alex Palou or Scott Dixon. Who has got the magic here at the Brickyard? What about the fans? 300,000 plus in the stands today have seen it all. Green flag flies at the speedway. Palou is on the inside of Rossi, but Ericsson has bolted. Ericsson sprints away from Joseph Newgarden and is doing what he did a year ago.
The second year in a row we see him unleashing the dragon as we see almost contact between Palou and Ferrucci. Ericsson leads out a 1.
Ferrucci threw a shoulder at Alex Palou and said, don't you dare. Ferrucci trying to get a draft off Newgarden and Ericsson, but Newgarden with a monster run off turn 2.
Joseph Newgarden has never won the Indianapolis 500, and he's ahead on this last lap. Joseph Newgarden, is this the moment when the pain ends?
By one.
The drought, is it over for Joseph Newgarden, or does Marcus Ericsson have something?
By 2.
Team Penske at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and Joseph Newgarden finally wins the Indianapolis 500. It's the captain's 19th win, Newgarden's first.
For the work.
Finally, Newgarden is an Indy 500 champ. Wife Ashley's got to go to victory lane and watch her husband drink the milk. And it's Roger Penske's first victory as the owner of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. He came here as a boy with his father. It's a dream to own this place and to guide this team like Tim Cindric does. Notch another one up for the captain and the first for a 2-time series champion.
Joseph Newgarden and the Tasty Twos, they were patient all day long. They followed exactly the plan that they laid out for the day. Methodical, stepping stones to the front. And when it finally really mattered after all those restarts, this guy right here grabbed the brass ring and took it home.
Oh, not going up the fence, he's going through the fence. Joseph Newgarden into the crowd. Look at this.
He might never make it back.
This is awesome. This has been a burning pain and a burning desire for Joseph Newgarden. It has annoyed him and bothered him so long that he has not won the Indy 500. All of that is erased. It's just joy and fun now and celebration.
Let's just enjoy it here.
Thank you so much. You did it, man.
And Cedric over there to greet his driver. As you mentioned, this is the race. He's dreamed and dreamed and dreamed about winning. And what a champion he will be. This is one shot on the scenes. We're saluting you, the fans, right now. Yeah, he wanted to celebrate with you.
Oh, finally! I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did it. Are you okay? I know.
Hey, let's go get victory lane, man.
I wanted to go on the track so bad.
Let's go victory lane.
How about that for raw emotion? Husband and wife, their little son Coda is here. Teammate Scott McLaughlin came in, team boss, team president, Tim Cindric. And Ashley saying, are you okay? I'm just checking you're okay.
Oh, he's okay.
It's never been more okay.
They said the nose clear, but the back drug when we take it. You have to lift the back a little bit.
And this right here is going to be the best ride of Joseph Newgarden's life. Over to the podium, onto the lift, up to drink the milk. How about that finish? This is the checkered flag moment brought to you by Advance Auto Parts. Marcus Ericsson on the right, Newgarden on the left, down the back stretch into turn 3. That was the move of the race. Ericsson gave everything he had, but in the end it wasn't enough for the Shell Chevy of Joseph Newgarden. This is a tight-knit crew. Luke Mason, the engineer, Ashley Newgarden there. That's how much it means to win. And there is the captain, Roger Penske himself, Bud Denker, Greg Penske, the whole gang. Doing it for the fans.
So Spider-Man climbs the fence. What are we going to call this?
He's a man of the people.
I don't know, man, just absolutely incredible. Tim Cindric picks up his 9th baby board as the president of racing operations for Team Penske. And when he won his first one, that was Elio's back, I think, in 2001. Roger told him, hey, look, that one's good, but I want 20 of these things. Well, he's got him up to 19. One to go.
We always talk about how the best laid plans in Indy can be derailed, but this is an example today where the best laid plan was executed by the best racing team in the history of this racetrack, Team Penske. To get that 19th win, they hit their marks all the way through the 500 miles.
Like I said a moment ago, Marty, this is the best ride that Joseph Newgarden has ever had. He has had to wait so long for this. It's his 12th Indianapolis 500. That's the one where he is the winner.
And oddly enough, Lee, his teammate Will Power also got it done in try number 12 at Indianapolis. He's going to come up here. He'll get the symbols of victory here at Indy, the winner's wreath, of course. The milk, Joseph Newgarden picked whole milk, by the way. And the winner's ring will be presented by Jostens. The captain already up here in victory lane. This is hollowed ground, and Joseph Newgarden is finally here. Look at Roger Penske, the first one there at the car to lean in. Joseph collecting himself. You see Tim Cindric leaning in. He's crying. The emotion of this race and what it means to the drivers and the teams, but Team Penske knows it better than anyone. Joseph Newgarden climbs out, an Indy 500 winner, everyone. There's the winner's wreath. One arm through, they're telling him. And now, the whole milk Joseph Newgarden's waited his whole life for. Princess has come in as well. And now the Indy 500 championship ring for Joseph Newgarden. Drenched in milk, let's get a word with him. That's a big ring there, Joseph Newgarden. For years, they've asked you. Oh, his mom, Tina, coming in.
You're not gonna remember any of this, dude.
And Coda, his son. For years, they've asked you when this moment was going to happen. You told me you were sick of the question last year. Joseph Newgarden, you are now an Indianapolis 500 winner.
I'm just so thankful to be here. You have no idea. I started out as a fan in the crowd, and this place it's amazing, regardless of where you're sitting. It doesn't matter if you're driving the car, you're working on it, or you're out here in the crowd, you're a part of this event and the energy. And so thank you to Indianapolis. I love this city. I grew up racing karts here when I was a kid, and I'm just so thankful for Roger and Tim and everybody at Team Penske. I just felt like everyone kept asking me why I haven't won this race, and they look at you like you're a failure if you don't win it. And I wanted to win it so bad. I knew we could. I knew we were capable, and I'm so thankful to Shell and Team Chevy, everybody. It's a huge team effort, as everybody knows. So I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
Your dad started you in kart racing when you were just a teenager, Joseph, and you get now to the biggest stage in all of IndyCar racing. What was going through your mind when you crossed the start-finish line?
Just pure emotion. I was trying to stay locked in. I was emotional the whole last 10 laps because I knew we were in a position to fight for this win at the end, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. It was going to come to some last lap shootout like it always is these days, which is exciting but stressful for us. But just been thinking about all the work. I can't talk highly enough about the team. They've worked so hard all month. It's so long to get to this point. We're here for weeks working and grinding on this thing just for this one moment, and that's what makes it so demoralizing when it doesn't work out. I can tell you, we're going to enjoy it tonight. It's going to be amazing to win this.
The coolest moment might be your celebration with the fans. Was that planned or impromptu?
I've always wanted to go into the crowd here at Indianapolis. I've seen people go up on the fence. I wanted to go through the fence. I wanted to celebrate with the people. I just thought it would be so cool to be in that energy because I know what that energy is like on race day, and this was a dream of mine. If this was ever going to happen, I wanted to do that.
How did you make the move? Because it looked like Ericsson might have had it locked up.
P2 is where you want to, if one lap to go, you want to be second. And, it actually worked out great that I got a run on the back straight. I knew if I could just get him and clear him into 3, then maybe we could hold on to the line, but he was so quick on the straights that it wasn't guaranteed. I was just trying to do everything I could to keep him back, and man, it was a fight. It was just a big fight. This is not easy to win this race. It's the most difficult race in the world to win.
His teammate Will Power comes in for a hug. Joseph Newgarden gets the 19th Borg Warner for his boss, Roger Penske, Kevin.
Marty, Marcus Ericsson almost became the first back-to-back winner of the Indianapolis 500 in 21 years. You were fired up, angry when you got out of the car. How do you process the finish to this one?
Nah, I just thought it was unfair and dangerous end to the race. I don't think it was enough laps to do what we did. I think we've never done a restart out of the pits, and we don't get the tires up to temperature. And I think we did everything right today. I'm very proud of the number 8 crew and everyone in Chip Ganassi Racing. I think I did everything right behind the wheel. I did an awesome last restart. I think I caught Joseph completely off guard and got the gap and kept the lead into turn 1, which no one else had done all day. But, I just couldn't hold it on the back. I was flat, but I couldn't hold it. So, yeah, I'm proud of us. Congratulations to Joseph. He did everything right as well. So, he's a worthy champion, but I'm just very disappointed with the way that ended. I don't think that was fair.
You've experienced the ecstasy of winning this race. Is it just as painful to come that close and not win it?
Yeah, it is, because I feel like I feel like we did everything right. I feel like we won that race, and then it sort of got taken away from us. So that was, but it is what it is. The situation is what it is. I think I did everything right on that last restart. I think that was awesome, but it was just not enough today with what we had. So it's tough to swallow for sure.
What a run! Thank you, Marcus. To Dave.
With Santino Ferrucci now, who was unable to hold back tears with your third place finish, man. I can understand why. Can you describe your emotion?
Yeah, it's just tough. We were there all day. I mean, all day. I'm just so proud of our AJ Foy Racing team, Homestead Troops. We had a few people right on board with us. Obviously, Larry's mom, Lucy, Marie and Ann's father and husband, who just passed away as well, and my close friend Chris, who obviously wishes he could be here today. So this one stings. It's bittersweet, but I'm happy for third. I'm happy for the team. Happy for Joseph, all of Team Penske. He did a hell of a job at the end, holding off Marcus. Obviously, it's not an easy thing, or else everybody would do it. So, but no, I'm really proud of what we've done today.
Can you describe the whole day, having a shot and having it for AJ and all the people you already mentioned?
I mean, I was trying not to tear up getting into the race car before we started the race. I actually have never been that emotional for this race. At one point, though, it was weird because I was never nervous. So different emotions. It was different. But I think, coming to the end, the last few restarts, I think IndyCar did the right decision with all what they have done for a green flag finish for the fans. And, I just wish we had a couple more laps to finish that off.
Your drive was one for the fans, too. Santino Ferrucci, third today. Lee, back to you.
He continues his extraordinary run here at the Indy 500 with that third place, a career best. He's never finished outside the top 10 in his 5 races thus far. There's a Penske driver who has drunk the milk right in front of the captain. Let's hear from Roger Penske himself.
I love, Diff, that reaction that Roger had up on top of the pagoda there. Did you think this was going to happen? And how about that move Joseph Newgarden made to get the win?
Well, I think the last 2 laps I forgot about being the track owner. I said, let's go for it. But what a great day, all these wonderful fans. And for us to get number 19, racing my guy, Ganassi, my best friend in this business. But terrific effort by Joseph. Tim Cindric called a perfect race, but thank God everybody's here. Had a great race, safe race, but I'll never forget it.
You know that your drivers feel so much pressure, and Joseph kind of took that on over the last few years. Did they talk to you about how much of a relief it is when they do finally get one for you?
Well, I know Joseph wanted this so bad. He wondered why he couldn't be there, but today, all day long, he worked his way up there, and at the end, when it was time to go, I was betting on him.
You know, the first thing you see when you walk in the IndyCar side at Team Penske is that shot of you with all the Borg Warners. You got to take another picture now.
Yeah, I'm going to have with 19, I guess. Yeah, we're coming back next year for sure.
There you go. So he told Tim Cindric a long time ago, my goal is 20 Borg Warners. He's one shy now, Dylan.
And Alex Palou already finishes 4th today, and that doesn't really tell the whole story. Went to the back at one point after starting on the pole. So on a day like this where you have one of the best cars, but you fight back to a 4th place finish, how do you evaluate that?
Tough day. It was a tough day for myself and for the team. But anyway, nothing we could have done differently there on pit lane. We had a really fast car, as you guys saw. And from that point, we just switched our minds. We were starting from 30th again, and we had to start the race from scratch. So tried to make the most of it. Was a bit lucky with the restarts there that allowed me to push forward. But yeah, anyway, shows that we made it with 100 laps from 30th to 4th, and we could have done a bit more. But it's this place, man. It's tough. It's tough for everybody. We'll keep on knocking that door and come back stronger next year.
You feel like you had the best car today?
Well, there was some really strong cars as well. We had one of the best cars for sure. Otherwise, I would have made it back to P4. But there was some really strong cars, the 5, the 6, the 2, the 8. I didn't run with him, but I know he had a strong car as well. But yeah, I have one of the best for sure. We didn't finish 4th because we had the slow car. So.
All right, it's another top 5 at Indy for Alex Palou, 4th today. Kevin?
And it is the 5th top 5 in 8 races for Alexander Rossi. What did you make of your day today? Did you have any opportunities to even move up further and contend for the win?
Yeah, I mean, I think McLaren had 3 cars to beat. It really sucks to come away with a 5th when our cars were that good. You know, when the chaos started after Felix's crash, it was a lap and then a crash and then a lap and a crash, and people in my mind were getting away with some pretty crazy jump starts. We'll look into it. Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. You know, I think that obviously it's amazing for Team Chevy to have the win. It was an amazing showing for the team all month. I'm so grateful for the cars that we had, and it just shows, you know, how good of cars we had that we're so kind of annoyed and disappointed with 5th. So we'll take the positives of the fact of you know, what we as a group were able to accomplish this month and go forward to Detroit. But yeah, it certainly feels like a missed opportunity, and it's frustrating. But yeah, we'll try and learn from it and move on.
I know Marcus wasn't happy about a restart with 1 lap to go from a safety aspect. How do you feel about that scenario?
I don't know. I mean, you can see arguments on both sides, right? Like, it didn't make a difference to us restarting in 4th. It's not like we were leading or whatever. So, I don't know. I've never seen a lead pit lane to a white flag before. Yeah, for me, it's kind of the jump starts I want to look into. Like, I felt that Marcus, like, had a huge one and Palou had one. I don't know. Maybe we weren't doing a good enough job, but certainly something to look at. Yeah, man, it's I don't know what to say. It's just it's good in a sense, but it's also just sucks.
Alexander Rossi comes home 5th in his first Indy 500 for Arrow McLaren. Dave.
Kevin, the big picture is that Tony Kanaan will not race Indy the 500 again. We don't think 16th in the record books, but are you ready to go?
Yes. I mean, in a way, I was telling my wife, maybe if we would have had one, it was going to be probably a big deal, a big problem, but probably better that we finished 16 so people don't wonder, like we did last year, we finished 30, like, so, you're coming back. But yeah, I mean, what a day, what a race. You guys, these fans, they made me feel very special, and I think I'll take that forever. So the coming back part, I don't think I want to spoil the moment that I had. So to do that, I think I'll come back here, but as a spectator.
In your storied career, Tony, how will you view this place, this race, and the way the fans embrace you each and every year?
Well, it changed my life, right? I mean, the story I had with my dad the day before he passed, and I promised him I was going to win this thing one day, and all the tries, everything, I think the fans sympathize, and then the relationship that we built, I think it's something really special. It says beyond a Borg Warner, beyond a win, beyond anything I've done. I think this experience, able to show my kids that this is what it is all about, and having inspiring kids to do better and be a good person, even though if you don't win, it's fine if you don't, as long as you're making a difference. So hopefully I made a difference in this sport. I will always be an IndyCar driver. I will always going to be an Indy 500 winner, and I will always make IndyCar, make people aware of IndyCar the way they deserve to be.
Love the message. We do have to ask you one racing question. There was a pass in the grass to McLaughlin.
Yeah, I mean, that was okay, right? I mean, that's one thing I hadn't done in 22 years. So here it is. I think it was a good one. Even Sam came to me and says that was a good one. So yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was that bad.
I think it was a great moment, in addition to all the moments today, to help live out your last one. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate guys. Thousand, you guys, Hinch, Diffie, all the production guys. I love you all. Thank you so much, fans. I appreciate it.
We love TK2. Let's go to the Peacock Pit Box.
Okay, thanks. First class from Tony Kanaan, his 22nd and final Indy 500 race, a winner a decade ago. Man, did you just hear a range of emotions all the way through? And we were sharing all
stories.
those. Like, was that the right thing to do? The 3 reds, the